There we go. What's going on, people? Fam Entertainment here from TiCGN.com. Welcome to episode 27 of the Double XP podcast. And today we are talking E3, and we will proclaim a victor, which some of us already know who the victor will be. And it's that best box. But we're going to get the introductions going off bright and early. We're going to see. Speaking of bright, we're going to start off with my light-skinned brother from somebody else's mother, Mr. Nickodemus X.
Something told me you was gonna segue into that after saying bright. I just freaking knew it, dog. I knew it. Why am I always the one to be picked on, man? I don't understand this. Ever since high school. But anyway, Mr. Nickodemus, the king of indies himself, aka Mr. White, bright and damn near white, ready to have another good podcast.
All right. Next up, we got my right hand, one man. Miss, I'm gonna say something nasty every episode. Miss 2V1 herself.
Man, don't tell that lie like that. Don't even put that out there like that. Tell that lie. I do not say something nasty every episode.
No, it is. Not watch every episode.
This Mamacita. What?
We say it's not done purposely. We apologize.
Yeah, no nasty girl. Anyway, this Mamacita from a classic gamer gal. Y'all know I'm promised to keep it classy, and I'm ready to talk about E3 and these games that we looking forward to playing.
All right. Next up, we got my girl, which I told y'all you can't say nothing bad about without me and Nick coming for you. Crunk Girl, what's happening?
What's going on, people? How y'all doing? What's happening? Ready to talk about what we always want to talk about when we on here, some games for every console. I can't wait. It's almost Christmas for us. So yeah, man, I'm ready. I'm so ready for, and then my birthday's coming up too. E3 is always right around my birthday, so double Christmas for me. For real.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, my birthday's Monday.
All right, girl.
Oh, happy birthday, sister.
Yeah, happy birthday to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna be old, man. I'll be 29.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Girl, please.
Damn.
Yeah,
I don't look it,
You
though.
know what?
I'm saying, I don't look it, but yeah, man, I'm finna be old. I ain't old like you though, Nick, but I'm getting you and Barry.
What? You don't even know how old I am. Stop it.
You like
Barry,
you old.
man, y'all passed the 3 and the 0.
I'll be 3-0 in November.
You know I love y'all, man.
And you know, it's like we couldn't get light enough. Like it wasn't bright enough in the room. So we're gonna go get another light-skinned brother, which you already know. It's finna be lit today. It's finna be a movie. Barry, what's happening with you, brother?
Hey yo, what is good? YouTube, what's up, PlayStation Nation? It's your boy Jay Barry. What's up, PlayStation.com? I'm here on the Double XP podcast. It's about to be a movie.
And y'all already know we can't talk Xbox without the best bot in the building. My brother from way back when, KidSmoove.
What's up, everybody? It is the best spot, KidSmoove, and this feels familiar. Got Nickodemus and Fame. And Mamacita, and Crunk Girl. Yeah, this feels really familiar. So, what's up?
Yeah, we've been here before.
Yo, shout out to KidSmoove who was in a party chat with us. He invited me to a party chat. They're gonna lead a party chat.
And don't even say bye. Like, who does that, bro?
What happened, bro?
Hey, Smooth. The thing is, though, when they said, I said, well, he do that all the time. He'll be back.
No, I
come back.
I got dragged out of it. I should have came back, but I ran into another party and I found myself dozing off. So I'm like, yeah, that was my fault. I did have full intentions of going back. I usually don't vacate a party I start.
Yeah.
But yeah, no hard feelings. That was not popular. I had full intentions of staying in that party, but I got dragged out. You know, people start talking, and I started to fall asleep, and I was like, no, I'm going to bed. So.
That's all good.
So before we get into the bread and butter of the show tonight, what is everybody playing? Ma, what you playing right now?
No, the question is what am I not playing?
Oh, okay.
No.
I see them Chivos been racking up on your profile.
Yeah.
I'm killing it.
Hey, I hit a milestone for this month. I hit 10,000. Okay, that's a milestone. But that that 10,000 is coming from the backlog. So I've been hitting that backlog like the beginning of the month, and then I just kind of play my puzzle games towards the end. And so next month I plan to do the same thing. It won't be 10,000 next month, but oh man, what have I been playing? Oh my gosh, I have a kind of a lengthy list because I've been playing everything from Skyrim to let me see. I think I hit on Nickodemus 2 again. Finished that up. Went back with some Diablo. Cleaned up some achievements on that. Diablo 3. So I just kind of been playing everything. I plan to jump into Little Nightmares tonight, and then possibly Unravel when I finish that. So that's what I will be playing.
Okay. Nick, what you playing, brother?
No, I've been playing a couple of games, but I'm only going to mention one right now. I've been playing Next Machina. I was able to get into the beta for that. And if you guys don't know what that is, it's made by Housemarque Games, the same people that brought us Dead Nation, Alien Nation, and Resogun. And so, this game is amazing, man. It's a twin stick shooter. If you liked Resogun and you like Alien Nation, you're going to love this one. It runs so freaking smooth, man. It has this incredible point system, reward system. It's the type of game that you like literally can't put down. So I was actually debating calling in sick today, you know what I'm saying, so I could get back on this game. But I was like, nah, Fame lived like 10-15 minutes away. This nigga gonna kill me. So I was like, I better get on this podcast. But no, I've been thoroughly enjoying the game, man. A lot of gameplay I'm putting up on my channel and stuff like that. I'm killing these scores, man. People who in the beta on the leaderboard and stuff, I'm killing them right now. The king is in the building. You know what I'm saying? So it's great. Greatness.
Crunk Girl. Now, do I need to even ask you what you playing, or you still playing Persona?
She's muted, Crunk.
She gone.
My bad, y'all. Yeah, I've been playing a little bit of Persona, but I've been playing For Honor a lot. I actually like that game a lot. Been playing some Madden, and some 2K, and hop back on Tales from the Borderlands.
That's my game. One of my favorite Telltale games.
Playing it. I've been had it, but it just dawned on me that it was free on PlayStation Plus because I got it on disc. So I just, downloaded that thing. So I've been playing some of that too and getting double trophies because it seems like the disc and the actual digital has separate trophies, which is weird.
Really?
Yeah.
That don't make no sense.
Because when I loaded, it doesn't. So I'm gonna get those double trophies. I'm gonna redo the chapters that I already did, so I can get them extra trophies. So I've been because when I downloaded the digital, different trophies, a different trophy set popped up. Why I don't know, but I'll take it. Even though I don't chase trophies, I'll take it. And what else have I been playing? I think that's about it. Oh, I played a little bit of Battlefield. I played a little bit of Battlefield earlier this week. So that's what I've been up to.
Now, Barry, I heard them sticks moving heavy before the show. What you playing, brother?
You talking about me?
Yes, sir.
Oh, my bad.
I heard them sticks. I heard them sticks before the show. Them hands was moving quick. So I know you playing something.
Of course, man. Been playing a little bit of Street Fighter. New update just came out today. Also Injustice 2. We just had a tournament this weekend, last weekend for Injustice 2. That was a movie. Great event right there. I've been playing Friday the 13th, man. I said I wasn't going to get this game, but I kept watching some live streams. I'm like, yo, you know what? I'm a little interested in this game. And the game looks horrible. The animations is bad, but it's fun as hell, man. Like, when you get a party together and play that game, you're going to have a movie event out there, man. So I'm really enjoying Friday the 13th, man. Also, I got to play my COD, you know what I mean, for my shoot 'em up bang bang. Anybody want that work, you will get bodied by this RPG guy in the first person shooters. That's a fact. Yeah, I was trying to finish Rise of the Tomb Raider, but for some strange reason, I don't know why I can't finish that game. It don't have that hit like the first remaster game, in my opinion. And I went back to play Devil May Cry 4. There's a lot more other games. Oh, matter of fact, I got to talk about this. Yo, I play games out here, man. It's not a surprise. Don't be surprised. I play some games out here, but I've played the best VR game you can play. That is Farpoint. Oh my God, Impulse Gear. Impulse Gear. Big shout out to Impulse Gear. Oh my God, that game was amazing, man. Yo, that is the best VR experience you can get. A full-fledged first-person shooter game in VR. You're gonna be amazed playing this game. Yeah, I kid you not. If you're not amazed playing that game, I will buy you the game, and so you can refund it.
I don't know, man. I played Doom in VR, and that joint was pretty dope.
Yeah, well,
it's crazy, like how immersed that joint is. Yeah, I was playing this game, and the enemies are smart, especially when you get to a certain point. I don't want to kill it. You can watch the live streams, but you get to a certain part, these guys is in cover. They're running, they're flanking. Yo, it is crazy, man. So yeah, Farpoint. If you got PlayStation,
how long is the game? How many hours? How many hours?
It's about 5-6 hours. But they do have a co-op mode, so you can play with like a friend, and they do have like challenges. So it does have a lot of stuff to bring you back to the game. So
how long can you play a VR game at one time?
Oh, me, I can play for hours. I can play for hours because like when I was playing Rigs, I was playing that 3 hours at a time, probably 4 hours. I got streams of that. So it don't matter. But yo, that game is just you don't really feel like you have a VR on your head, honestly, because how you looking through your reticle with the aim gun. I was using the aim gun. It was just so fluid. It was just like it was natural to just do that. So I really enjoyed it a lot, man. Great game.
That's what's up.
Good.
KidSmoove, what you been playing, man?
He gone.
He gone. So we'll get back to KidSmoove when he decides to come back to the podcast. So before we get to Microsoft and Sony, that's people really want to hear about as far as predictions and who gonna win such and such. I want to see if y'all got any predictions, in total of the other shows. Whether you got one for EA, Ubisoft, Bethesda. I wonder what predictions y'all got for everything besides Microsoft and Sony. We're gonna wait till we get to that part right there. Oh, wait a minute. KidSmoove back. KidSmoove, you back?
Yeah, I had to grab a piece of cornbread. My bad.
Oh my God. Wow. What you been playing, man?
Really?
I've been
cornbread.
I'm enjoying Jiffy though. Hope it's Jiffy.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Of course.
Okay.
No, I've been playing. I've been cycling through some games, but I settled on Little Nightmares. I've been going through that. Little Nightmares helped me out in the last minute surge to get back into like the top 5 in achievement leaderboards and whatnot. So, but yeah, that's the game I've been playing and enjoying. I'm trying to see what was I playing before that? Just prior. Oh, I did The Walking Dead episode 5. It was a episode maybe kind of sad, but it was good. And I was been playing Friday the 13th, and that game's horrible.
Yo, that jump butter, B.
It's horrible. There's no excuse of how. All right. I mean, if you want to think, the idea and its potential is completely butter. The game itself, as it is today, is horrible.
It's clunky. I give you. The animations is weird.
Yo, shout out to Mr. Official VG. I watched his live stream and he was being so dirty, not letting Brian know he was actually Freddy. And just playing with them fools as if he wasn't the one chasing. I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, man, he's all quiet and shit. Oh, my bad. He's all quiet and stuff, man.
So, I gave the panel some homework. Well, at least I know Nick, Mamacita, and Crunk had the homework. So, like I said, we're going to hold off on Microsoft and Sony. So, thinking of EA, Ubisoft, Bethesda, what do you guys think we're going to see from either one of those three, or if you have something from all three? What think we'll get from those particular companies? Any type of predictions you guys think we'll see from those?
Same old stuff.
Who wants to go first?
They'll those companies are so boring, man.
That's what the same old stuff. You go ahead, Crunk.
Well, I'm a sports person, so y'all know I thoroughly enjoy EA's. People hate EA because a lot of people don't like sports games, but I'm one out of the few that does. I'm hoping and praying we get maybe two games that I pray we get these two games, but I think out of the two, I think we probably get one. The other one's just a fantasy, which is a Fight Night. I want a Fight Night so bad, like God dog. Like,
Fight Night needs to happen.
I love UFC, but come on, man. Like come on, man. Like boxing is never gonna get big anymore if you don't push Fight Night. Fight Night can push a lot of young fighters, man. So I'm praying we get another Fight Night. And the second game is Skate 4. I'm hoping that they actually reveal or show Skate 4. They already done put up NBA Live, so I already know they're gonna show that. I actually want to see it. I want to
get on it.
I don't know about
screenshots look good.
I want to see it though. Looks can be. I want to see gameplay of it actually playing, because the stuff they showed the other day ain't too. I don't know. I'm still not sold.
They fugazi, yeah.
I told cats they just need to have Pro-Am, and if they can make a game off Pro-Am and make it something like NBA Ballers, where it's not so sim, and make it arcade, I'll play the hell out of it. But as a sim basketball game, I'm not sure yet. We'll see how those they took 2 years off. We'll see how those 2 years they took off, how it helped. I'm intrigued by that. Trying to think. Of course, Madden. They're supposed to be switching over to Frostbite engine. So I want to see how that game reacts to switching engines. Because FIFA did it last year. They switched engines in I think NHL switched to Frostbite engine. So that's it for EA. Trying to think, and I'm wondering what smaller title they're gonna bring, because they usually bring one small title every E3. Mm-hmm. So I'm wondering, do they have another Unravel or something like that?
You know what hype for?
I know it ain't FIFA. Old boy talking.
I'm hyped for Lawbreakers on PS4, not Xbox One.
Oh,
the
troll. But for EA,
what?
I know everybody hates EA, so that's why I did EA first. Don't nobody care about EA. They just skip EA completely.
Anybody else?
Yo, Eric in the chat said bring back NBA Street. That'd be dope. Right?
Good, but it's not coming. I'm telling you. It's not coming.
Battlegrounds is trash.
No more.
We're talking about EA and Bethesda right now, or
EA, Bethesda, and Ubisoft.
They were just saying anybody didn't know to start with. So I started with EA because I'm a sports fan.
I don't think only thing I see new EA doing is they're gonna bring out a Dragon Age type game. If it's not Dragon Age itself, I know they have. It's either Dragon Age or a game they wanted something.
It's been since the last one. What,
it's
2?
been 2.
Yeah, they may bring another one.
I know they're going to bring out Dragon Age, and I feel like they're going to bring out a game to try to compete with the Division and Destiny, one of those type of games. But I don't have any more information in regards to that. Obviously, we're going to see Star Wars Battlefront 2. The sexiness we call NBA Live, the best basketball sim on the planet. Madden, and the thing about NBA Live, we're gonna see their promising story mode. Madden's finally gonna get a decent story mode, a real story mode actually. And I really don't care to see FIFA. We're gonna see FIFA on the Switch is gonna be the next FIFA on the Switch for the next 5 years.
Damn.
They're not. It is what it is. They're not doing like annual.
Talk about Madden though, man. Madden had a story mode before.
When's the last time they had a story mode?
It's been a minute, but they had one.
Yeah, so they're bringing it back. Yeah, and I think Bethesda, Evil Within 2, and another Wolfenstein type game.
And they better announce
That'd be
the
dope.
next Elder Scrolls.
Wolfenstein would
Yes.
be
Better.
I think another Evil Within would be dope.
I thought Elder Scrolls would get announced last year.
Yeah, I don't think they're doing it. No, because they're too busy. Like, you know, there's even though they didn't make Elder Scrolls Online, but they're publishing the Morrowind expansion for Elder Scrolls Online. That's going to have a big presence at E3 this year. So
Yeah,
I don't see another Elder Scrolls game like a follow up to Skyrim or anything like that. I'm
I
not
don't
seeing
think
that.
we're gonna see another Elder Scrolls for at least another maybe 2 years.
Yeah.
Oh, we aren't gonna see the game. I'm talking about just announced that officially announced that they're working on the game. We know that they are.
They ain't gonna do
But
that.
just-
They did with Fallout.
If they do-
just say, don't tell me what they ain't gonna do. I'm saying I want, okay. I'm saying I want them
They're gonna do it like they did.
to just I don't care if you show a picture that says Elder Scrolls 6 coming soon. I don't care, just do that. That's enough for me.
They're gonna do it like they did Fallout because they saw what success they had with that. When they show a game, they're gonna bring it that year. I got a feeling that's what they're gonna
I don't say they don't have to show the game. What I said was just official announce that they are working on the game. That's what I said. Just
Y'all not tired
just
of Elder
tell me
Scrolls
that.
yet?
No, obviously
They don't bring them out that often. Though. You know how
no.
long it takes?
The last Elder Scrolls was out 2011. It was 11/11/11. November 11, 2011 was when that game was
they don't
released. And
come
prior
out
to that, Oblivion, I believe, was 2006.
2005. Yeah, 06. March 06.
So every 5 to 6 years. So this is 2017. So we
So
are
about
6
time.
years out of the original Elder Scrolls. So it is about time
Yeah, they do.
for the next Elder
Yeah,
Scrolls.
like they don't really bring them out like that. Like that's one thing I can say. They take their time when it comes to Elder Scrolls. Like it don't just be 2-3 years. They take a lot of time.
Right. And we're in the 6th year.
Yeah,
Maybe I'm just confused because they overport it. Like they always drop it,
Yeah, that was
redoing it and
they're
stuff.
kind of like
the
Rockstar.
special edition. They ported over to the current gen.
I would rather like a new IP rather than that.
No, they're gonna make another Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, they're not dumb.
The Skyrim was too successful, and Skyrim was the first series actually that crossed over to like your hardcore RPG fans. You had people playing Skyrim that had never played role-playing games before. So they're definitely going to bring another Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, I'm not a fan, but it does what it does. Like it's coming.
Yeah, it does. I mean, you can if you go on Xbox Live and see some of the top 10, top 15 games that are being played now, the Elder Scrolls Skyrim Special Edition is on it. So yeah.
I can agree with that. I think they're gonna have another one come out.
I still think either another Wolfenstein or another Evil Within is coming.
I would rather Wolfenstein, me personally.
I think Wolfenstein's gonna come back too. They're gonna do another one.
Yeah, they're due for that.
Mhm.
That was pretty popular. Or it sold pretty well. The one that came out this gen.
Do any of you guys think Ubisoft is actually going to give us another Splinter Cell this year, or announce a Splinter Cell this
It's
year?
about time. I want one. I want one for everybody though. But if it's exclusive or something like that, that'll be dope too. I think it's time for Sam Fisher to come back.
Oh, there's definitely one coming. Definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I know.
And it's coming this year too.
Why you sound like a movie?
Because I want you
coming this year.
Definitely.
Definitely.
I'm glad, man. I wanted to come. I like Sam Fisher. I love the freaking
That's the one
Splinter
that
Cell.
it's usually exclusive to Xbox, right? Like that series.
It's multi-plat, but it has a heavy identification with Xbox,
With
being
Xbox,
that some of the I think some of the Splinter Cells have been like actually full-blown exclusives, like at least 3 of them.
Okay. Yeah, I always identify with Xbox. So
I think it was only like Conviction that was.
Yeah, it was only one.
No, it wasn't the first one
That's
exclusive.
the only one I haven't played.
Yeah, the other ones was on PS2. I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to say all the rest of the Splinter Cells I played because I was.
But it do have a heavy tie-in with Xbox. Split.
That's why I wouldn't be surprised. Wouldn't be surprised at all, and I'm happy because I like Splinter Cell. So that would be dope. I want to see where they take Sam Fisher's story. There's a lot of different places they can take it. I just don't want it to be generic.
Anybody else got anything on these three? Ma, Nick, before we get into the meat and potatoes?
How many new IPs do you think Ubisoft is gonna bring? Because they usually bring at least one or two.
Yeah, that's true. Well, they're busy. They got the Crew 2, they got Far Cry 5, they got the Assassin's Creed, they got the Fractured Butthole.
They're gonna bring.
I don't think they're gonna bring.
They gotta show something.
They're gonna show one game we don't know about.
Division DLC, like a new expansion or something like that.
It's gonna be one game we don't know about because they do it every year.
They at least gonna tease something new. I agree with Crunk.
Since 2013, they showed something.
They're gonna show Need for Speed. There's a new one coming.
There's a new Need for Speed coming, but we know about it. I'm talking about.
That's not Ubisoft though. That's EA. Yeah, that's
EA. Okay, so
yeah. Ubisoft got the Crew 2.
Yeah, it's the.
They might venture back into that. The Crew.
What all they showed? They showed the Division 1 year. Then they showed Watch Dogs 1 year. That was new. Then they brought back Ghost Recon. That was one that was new. That not new, but they brought that back. Rainbow Six Siege. That was something we didn't expect coming. So they and then they got franchises that they can bring back. And then Ghost Recon Wildlands is doing better than I think they thought it was gonna do because that joint's selling. That joint is always on the charts.
Yo, all I want to see from those three is Wolfenstein from Bethesda. EA, I just want Star Wars. Just give me the more Star Wars. I don't really care about whatever else. EA come my way. And who else he said?
Well, you know the Amy Hennig game is supposed to get shown from what I've heard this year. I think Amy Hennig is gonna show something this year from the Star Wars. We might not get it this year, but I think she's gonna show it. Yeah, she's gonna show it because she didn't show much last year, but they talked about it. So if they talked about it last year, I think they're gonna show something this year.
There's gonna be a full-on story this time, right? They're gonna have like a deep story.
Yeah, but that's not Amy Hennig. That's the actual Battlefront. Amy Hennig's game is totally different.
Oh, okay. I thought she was writing a story for it though. I thought she was writing a story for Battlefront.
Her game.
Battlefront gonna have a story too.
Yeah, it is, but her game is separate from the Star Wars Battlefront. Hers is completely separate.
Hey, Mamacita. Which side? So we're gonna go ahead and get into the meat and potatoes. Which side do you want to go first?
Which side?
Yeah, we're gonna PlayStation or Xbox. Microsoft or Sony.
We gonna talk about Nintendo?
No, go ahead and let the PlayStation. Let them get that stuff out the way first.
All right, so representing the PlayStation side of these predictions, Nickodemus X, Jay Barry, and Crunk Girl, you guys have the floor, and Team Xbox gonna sit back here with our hands up, just don't shoot.
All right, let our guest go first. My man Barry, go ahead and start this off.
I mean, listen. Anybody that think PlayStation's not gonna have a amazing E3 is on drugs. I think you're high. You need to get off of whatever you're on. They're going to kill it this year at E3. There's too many games that we saw like little previews of from last year or even PlayStation Experience that they have to show some gameplay or speak on during E3. The Spider-Man, the Days Gone, even Kojima game. You might get more gameplay of that. God of War, The Last of Us 2. I'm just naming the big ones. I'm not even naming like the smaller ones and stuff like that. You know, they got so many angles or so many things they can speak about with games on VR. If you know, for people that appeal to that, there's a rumor about a new handheld. There's just so much things where they can base their show on that is going to please the PlayStation fan base, regardless of how they go. There's just too much games to announce for them to speak about. It's going to be crazy, man. It's going to be crazy for PlayStation.
I ain't hear no predictions.
Oh, you want to get predictions? I thought we were just talking about a show. I was like, all right, okay, predictions.
We're going to predictions out the way, and then we'll come back into.
Earlier this year, I made a crazy prediction. It's like probably like 2 months ago. I was talking about E3, and I said that I feel like there's going to be a comeback with SOCOM. So that's my crazy prediction. there will be a comeback for a SOCOM game on PlayStation 4. How much prediction are you supposed to do?
Whatever you want to do, my brother.
Okay. Okay. Sucker Punch. We've been waiting for their game. That is going to have its reveal at E3. We're definitely going to see some Last of Us like story gameplay. Is going to be like a little vertical slice. You know how E3 is. They're going to be looking good. It's going to look amazing. Everybody's going to be off their seats. You know, you're going to see the hashtag blah, 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 Xbox, however you want to fill that blank in with. You know what I mean? All right, prediction. Oh, there will be.
My man sound like right now. What was that? It sound like Prince. You going extra light skin tonight, man.
The light skin coalition.
There will be a new handheld. I don't know if it's going to be called Vita 2 or whatever. It's going to be a new handheld. And we're going to hear stuff about a new playable controller for VR. It's kind of like a motion controller or the glove kind of thing for VR. But yeah, my crazy prediction, what I'm going to say is that SOCOM will make a comeback on PS4.
All right, well, let me go. I'm gonna be quick because I've been spitting these predictions on like 2 or 3 shows already. But so the prediction I'm going with right now is that we're not gonna see like Bloodborne 2 at E3. You're not gonna see Bloodborne 2. I think that FromSoft is going to be coming with a new IP. They're gonna go in a different direction. You're gonna get a Bloodborne 2 eventually, but it's not gonna happen at this E3. So I think they're gonna surprise us with that. It's gonna be a new IP, and there's rumors going on around this. Basically, it's gonna be like martial arts style. And you're gonna be able to upgrade like your fighting skills rather than weapons. It's still gonna be the soul style game, but it's gonna be brighter. It's gonna be like I think it's got like a Mayan Aztec aesthetic behind it. So that's the rumor going around. So I'm inclined to believe that, and actually I'm kind of hopeful of that because I mean Bloodborne's cool and everything. But a sequel, I mean, I'm not really hyped for it because I didn't understand that damn story for nothing. So I have no attachment to Bloodborne. You know what I'm saying? So
you wasn't exploring, my brother. You was not exploring.
I didn't understand nothing. I explored in and out that game. Everything I read, dog, I didn't understand. Shit, nothing. So it made no sense to me at all, though.
I see. A lot of people can miss the story in Bloodborne. So I get you.
Yeah, but I beat it, though. Let me see what else. Oh yeah, God of War. God of War. I've been saying this, and I want everybody to praise my name when it comes true. That it's going to get a release date, and it's going to be coming this year. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So praise my holy name when this comes true, because I'm the only one saying this right now. And let me see. I agree with Barry with everything else except for the handheld thing. I do not think they're going to show a handheld. I don't think they should. I think Sony should just keep it with the software. And if they are going to show any hardware, whatever, it needs to be, the VR stuff, which they don't need to show VR. Anyway, besides maybe that controller you're talking about. But other than that, everything just needs to be software with Sony right now. They don't even need to worry about hardware whatsoever. So it's definitely going to be a good show. I think the show pacing is going to be good. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping it's not as fast as last year. A lot of people love that, but I hope they kind of slow it down a little bit and kind of let the devs talk some about their games just a little. Skip all that sales crap and all that stuff. They leave that out of there, all that corporate bullshit. But, I think they need to slow it down just a bit this year. But I do think it's going to be an outstanding show. There's really no way it's not going to be a good show.
Mm-hmm. You know how I think that Sony could really make it an awesome show, Nickodemus?
Have me on stage?
Yeah, well, that too. Okay. And then if you go out there on stage with Yoshi, okay.
Who is Yoshi? Okay. Who's that?
This is short for Yoshida. All right. Walk on out there with them. Like, I seriously though, they get out there and announce that they have revamped PSN. They have bought over 300,000 servers, and PlayStation Network is now going to be worth your $60. I think that would just blow the roof off the building. And you know it.
Bang, bang. I smell shots right now. I smell the gunfire. I smell the gunfire right now. Even though PSN is
that wasn't shots.
Even though PSN is on par with Xbox Live at this time, it's on par with it. You're thinking about PS3 days. You still living in the past when Xbox 360 was the king of that shit.
Fact.
It's not anymore. It's pretty much the same now.
No, it's not.
So
No, it's not.
that's
No,
not
it's
even
not.
relevant.
Just don't even. It's sometimes you
I
just.
was on Xbox
Sometimes
Live
you
with
just have to
guys
take your L with certain things. All right, we can give you the games right now, all right, but you got to take your L's on the network, especially the network, the features and the services. You got to take your L.
Bar,
Yeah,
you the features and the services, dude. Bar, you gonna let her talk about the features? And
I just said that the
You
game.
ain't got no choice but to take.
Listen. We already know, man. Words ain't nothing. The actions speak louder.
Exactly.
There are more people on PSN. There are more. PlayStation Network, PlayStation Plus is just a better service overall than Xbox Live.
Come on, you can't even say that with a straight face, and you know it.
Jabari, there's more people in China than there is America. I don't think it makes it a better place.
Facts.
I'm just.
Oh man.
China do have to monitor more people than here.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying. That's why I brought that up. But if you look at the service on what they offer, PlayStation PSN offers more than Xbox Live. You have services like SharePlay. Do you have that on Xbox Live? No, you don't.
Well, there's also something called Microsoft Points where I can go onto my phone and my tablet and my computer, and I can search. Okay, and through my searches, I can collect points every month, right? This ain't no, and I can also buy. I can buy a $60. I can buy a $60 Xbox Live card like every 2 or 3 months.
Mama, see, I'm trying to tell you.
And for every game that I purchase on my Xbox or through the Microsoft Store, I get back points towards my games. There isn't a time I haven't gone into my account where my Xbox Live account is sitting there with anywhere between $5 and $60. So then when I go and purchase a game, I can just deduct that money towards future games. Tell me what service that Sony has.
I'm trying to tell you that's old. We've been doing that since.
That isn't old. I can't do that on my PlayStation Network.
Yes, you can.
No, I cannot. Every time I back
store.
Show me a service where I can go in on my PlayStation.
You got to spend like $2,000 to get like $5 back.
No,
not to get a credit card.
You get points and you get reward points for every purchase you do on the PlayStation Network store. There's times where I get points where I'll buy a network card, digital code, just because of all my points on Play. I've been doing that since.
I've been on PSN straight for the past couple of years, and I was on PSN.
That's one of the things with Xbox. I got to give them credit with, because a lot of things this generation, they've been copying what PlayStation has been doing.
Please
don't put that out there.
We can go tick for tat with a copy game.
No, you shouldn't put that out there, because here's the thing. I'm on PlayStation. I'm on PSN. You must forget, Barry, I'm on PSN, and I buy digital games from PSN too. And there hasn't been a time where there's been money sitting in my Sony account.
No,
not one time.
You have a PlayStation Rewards account. Every time you purchase something on PSN, it goes towards that account.
You talking about the PlayStation Awards where if I get a Sony credit card?
No,
you don't got to get a Sony credit card. Whatever purchases you do on PlayStation, if you have a Awards account that links to your PlayStation account, it's gonna go towards it. I get rewards all the time on here.
Yeah, Mickey does too. I know one time he got like $100 or something like that back. I think he spent like $100 in the store and then got back money.
My rewards right now is like at 20.
Y'all making up stuff. I'm going.
I'm
gonna go on my PSN right now.
Let's get back on topic, because we still got a lot of stuff to cover. So, Barry, keep going. Then we got, or is it Nick? Keep going. Then we got Crunk Girl.
Nah, Crunk.
Nick is going.
Crunk next. I'm good. I'm done.
Nah, it's on me.
Get back to it. Go ahead, Crunk.
For me, like Barry said, I think I said this last podcast. I truly feel that a handheld is coming. I still think that the first Vita was before its time, and that the Vita should have came out with the PS4. So I believe that hopefully they learn from their mistakes. Don't give up on the machine. That's actually a great piece of tech, and bring some games to it this time around, because they got the fan base now for the PS4, and all they need to do is just put some games on it. That a new Vita will be coming. I think it's 3 games that I think may drop this winter, but I'm not sure. It's either going to be Days Gone, God of War, or Spider-Man. One out of those 3 I think is going to drop this year. I'm kind of leaning towards Spider-Man. I'm hoping it's Spider-Man because God of War, cool, okay, but I can always wait on God of War. Days Gone, me and Barry have been calling Days Gone for the past, Barry, 2 years? We've been waiting for Sony Ben to show Days Gone. So we thought they were going to show it in 2015, and they actually were going to show it, and they changed their minds, and they showed it at E3. So I'm more looking forward to Spider-Man than I am God of War, because we haven't had a great Spider-Man game since PS2. So, and then plus it's Insomniac, and most PlayStation gamers I know, we love Insomniac, and then Ratchet and Clank, I think, also put Insomniac back on the map and put them back in the forefront of developers that people should pay attention to, because that game was amazing. So I'm looking forward to Spider-Man. Hopefully we get another great superhero game, because we've been missing it. The only great superhero game I know we got is Batman, and that's about it. So is that I expect Sucker Punch to show a new IP. I think Sony's going to show 2 new IPs this year, maybe 3. We may get 1 new IP for the VR, and we may get 2 new IPs for PS4. So I'm looking forward to that. I don't know what other studio is going to show something, because they always show something crazy at the end of the show. So hopefully it's something we won't see coming. And hopefully from Sucker Punch we see something different too. I don't want to see another Second Son or Infamous. I want to see something completely different. There's no excuse for them not to have a new IP by now. If Guerrilla Games can come out with Horizon, all the other teams can start to make new franchises.
It's definitely gonna be new.
It's got to be something brand new that we've never seen from them before. Because if Guerrilla Games can go from making a first-person shooter to a RPG third-person type game, I think the rest of the people that Sony has up under their belt can do something different. So that's for me. That's what I want to see. And I think my surprise will probably be the new Vita or whatever they call it.
Hey, yo, I want to say something real quick. Before, we move on for the PlayStation conference, we're not done yet. That's letting y'all know. Sorry. I just want you to notice the difference when we speak about the PlayStation conference and when they speak about the Xbox conference. Let's look at it, observe the conversation, guys. We're talking about games here. We can list all day. This whole show can be about PlayStation E3 conference. Let's let you know.
Facts.
Oh yeah, and I forgot Housemarque. I want to see if Housemarque gonna bring something new too.
Oh yeah, they need that Matterfalls.
Yeah, I want to see.
Yeah, that Matterfall, man.
I forgot about Housemarque. Housemarque is a smaller joint, but I think they're coming along quite nicely, and I think they're gonna get bigger, man. I don't know. One more thing.
Real quick before you move on from Housemarque, I don't know because they are going to be releasing Next Machina in June, so I don't think they're going to announce Matterfall. That'd be a conflict of interest. So yeah, you're not going to hear it from them.
Everything looked dope when they showed it, but
it's not going to happen, Crunk. It's not going to happen.
The game that I'm actually the most excited about is Quantic Dream's game, because I'm a huge Quantic Dream fan. Heavy Rain is in my top 5 games of all time. I love that game. So I'm waiting for Detroit. Oh my God, I'm waiting for that game. So hopefully we get something from Detroit, a release date or a window or something. Because
that game ain't coming to 2019.
I want a window, at least sometime next year. I'll be cool with that. So yeah, I'm done now.
All right. Okay.
Now I can go.
We all wait for my naps now.
Whatever, man.
We can stretch out.
This is the time when you go to sleep. This is the time when you go to sleep. We're gonna hear
that conference is more exciting.
We're gonna hear about specs.
It's gonna be like last year.
So for 30 people who are watching, we know what y'all came for here. We know what y'all came for.
It's time to talk about specs.
Number one, y'all came to hear Mamacita voice. We already know. That's about 15 viewers right there. Here to hear Mamacita.
Don't even.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Don't,
I can agree with that.
just don't.
Your mama sees you do got a nice little voice on her. You got like one of them hotlines. Like I could go to sleep to your voice, you know.
Oh, you know what? I looked up that Ashmere 2 stuff. That's kind of. I'm not doing that. I'm just telling anybody in the comments that suggested that the last time. You know where in the world I'm doing that.
Yeah,
some dudes, they wanna pay for Mamacita to be on a voicemail. I say start a PayPal and just start making voicemails for folks.
Right.
So we gonna start it off with our guest, the best bot who been sitting patiently. I know he's been sitting up patiently, ready to talk about the greatness that is Xbox. Go ahead, KidSmoove. What you got, my brother?
We're doing some predictions, right?
Yes, sir.
It's my favorite thing to freaking do. My favorite things. Okay. All right. So this is gonna be an easy win for Xbox, because hardware reveals always win, but they're not gonna just win with the hardware reveal of the beautiful Xbox One X. That's gonna be smaller and quieter than a PlayStation 4 Pro. This thing is gonna give us, true, not that dynamic bullshit.
Oh,
true 4K at $400, and it's also not only that, it's gonna run all the PlayStation marketed games better. I'm talking about Star Wars Battlefront 2, 4K native, 60 frames per second.
Oh my gosh.
Right? Ooh, EA's gonna come on stage and be like, every game in EA Access, 4K. They're gonna show off. But all right, so forget the old games. You know what's gonna happen? Microsoft gonna be like, hey, Todd Howard, come on stage. We need you to do us a favor. Show them the Fable reboot you've been working on for us.
Yes, please.
Fable, done by Bethesda.
Please.
Xbox. And you know what's going to be a big kicker? It's going to be a big kicker. March 2018.
Oh god.
So that means they're going to use those Fable assets from Fable Legends and they're going to make something of it. Okay, so that's a prediction right there. We're going to have also. Microsoft is going to bring the newly unemployed IO Interactive and say, hey, we have a job for you. You guys are going to be working on Perfect Dark. We're going to get a little nice teaser. And we're going to get season 2 of Hitman timed exclusive. Right? So there's also we know because Microsoft has been very, very consumer friendly lately. We already got refunds on deck for digital games. They're gonna give us digital trade-ins and game gifting. That's what we gonna get.
Shoot.
That's what we gonna get, right?
Ooh.
All right.
Ouch.
And let's see.
Mamacita, stop.
Ouch.
Freaking Adam's off the chain right now. Just stop.
And so the Switch been having some winning the MPDs. You know what I mean? Xbox been in third place. But the Xbox One S, we're gonna go on another winning streak in 2017 because the Xbox One S is gonna drop to $199 immediately, and it's gonna come with Game Pass. All right. Which leaves the door open for Scorpio to be a $400 console, and either console is going to be a no-brainer console to buy. State of Decay 2 is going to be looking awesome in 4K. Crackdown 3 is going to have a shockingly amazing looking campaign along with its real-time destruction multiplayer. We're not going to see Halo, however. 343 is going to tease a brand new IP.
What?
There we go.
Yes.
Ooh.
We got. They got to show off Scorpio somehow, and they don't want to do it showing old games. So Gears of War is going to get a brand new story-based DLC to show off that graphical 4K glory in Scorpio. Forza 7 won't be a traditional Forza. is going to be a hybrid between Forza Motorsport and Forza Horizon.
Yo, that will body that game.
And it's going to be obviously running 4K 60 on Scorpio. All right. So as far as any other predictions, Destiny's gonna they're not gonna say anything about Destiny, but Destiny 2 will be playable at E3 in 4K on a Project Scorpio. Right. You know that game Raiders of the Broken Planet, something that will shit on what's that game Cliffy B's working on? That's going to be 4K. Raiders of the Broken Planet 4K 60 Project Scorpio.
That looks dope. That looks dope, but is that exclusive? I don't think that's exclusive.
No, it's not exclusive, but it's going to be exclusively 4K on a Project Scorpio.
Wow. I think you guys were going to talk about specs, but I didn't know we were going to go exclusive specs. Okay. Continue, please.
And I think Microsoft is going to have another, wow moment when they introduce OG Xbox games playable through Xbox Game Pass with achievement support.
Dope. That'd be dope. I definitely want to play something like Fusion Frenzy again. Like that was my game. That was a fun. What Fusion Frenzy is, it's a dope co-op couch co-op game, bro. You could put hours to Fusion Frenzy. I would love to play that game again.
Oh wow!
All right, kid, you good?
That was some good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, I'm all hyped.
All right, my
stuff. Well, you know what? Here's the thing. We know what games that we can expect to see from Microsoft's E3 conference, okay? We know about State of Decay 2, but here's the thing. We haven't really seen a lot of gameplay, have we? So, I think that, the excitement and the expectation to finally see State of Decay 2's gameplay as well as Crackdown 3's gameplay on the Scorpio. And then I'm not quite sure what we're going to get out of Sea of Thieves as well. I know we're still kind of in that alpha right now, so I don't know if a release date is going to be announced, but I expect a release date for State of Decay 2 and Crackdown 3 and awesome gameplay. Also, from the ID side, the idea Xbox, I would like to see an update to Ashen and Below. Those are games that are exclusive to Xbox. Okay, and that we haven't really heard a lot about, haven't seen anything, so I would expect update as well as Cuphead. Let's please have a release date for Cuphead. Now and I'm expecting possibly 2 new IPs to be announced for E3. I'm not expecting this mega 20 games to be announced, because one thing Phil Spencer did say is don't expect me to get up and announce a game, to just announce a slew of games and then not have a release date. He's not going to do that. He's not going to do that. Release games prior to being able to say too much time prior to being saying this is what's coming out. So I'm expecting maybe 1 or 2 new IP, AAA IP games, maybe. And then I would expect them to pull out their JRPG hats, like pull out perhaps like Lost Odyssey or Blue Dragon and announce a reboot to those games as well. So that's kind of what I'm expecting. And of course, I kind of piggybacking off of Fable. I think Fable, there's definitely going to be either a reboot, a completely rebooted, or a Fable 4 announced.
Okay.
And I already talked about in the previous podcast, I expect Microsoft to remove multiplayer from Xbox Live Gold. I said that last podcast, so I'll just reiterate.
That would shut down E3. That folks will lose their mind.
Yeah.
I can ask you a quick question.
Yeah. Sure.
When PlayStation said the same thing Phil Spencer said last year about announcing games with release dates, they don't want to let down fans and all that stuff. How come PlayStation was getting bashed about it, but y'all praising Phil Spencer?
Wait. So we bash us three?
I'm speaking as a whole. I'm speaking as a whole for your Xbox guys out there.
Nah, we can't speak for no other man. I can at least.
Well, but the thing is, Barry, and I agree with you on that to a point that because I was at the point where I was tired of hearing about games that weren't gonna come to fruition until 3, 4, 5, maybe 10 years down the road. So I was one of those people that did complain about that, whether it's PlayStation or Xbox. But what I'm saying is with Microsoft and with Xbox, they have announced games that were either canceled, and we know about Scalebound, or we haven't received release dates, and it's been like 3 years now. So I think that's what he's talking about. And Xbox gamers, as well as your guys, have given them grief about it. What do you all say? Well, when is State of Decay coming? When is Sea of Thieves coming? When is this and that? You kind of tease and taunt about that. So I'm all for not necessarily giving a release date, as long as I know that the game is coming. You announce the game and I know that I am going to be able to play this game within the next year or two. I'm okay with that. But don't give me a game that I won't be able to play until 4 or 5 years from now.
I think we ask when are those games coming, because y'all ain't got nothing else to play.
We do have things to play.
Okay.
As far as exclusives.
How you just saying that? We just rolled off Sea of Thieves, State of Decay 2, Crackdown 3, Ashen, and Below. And Killer Instinct 4, I believe, is also going to be announced. What do you mean those aren't games?
You don't have no games now exclusively to play.
Why I don't?
You had 3 games all year. You know what I mean? So,
but I was in the same boat on my PS4 my first 3 years, where all I had was Infamous Second Son and Until Dawn.
That's a choice you chose.
No, it wasn't a choice. You just said I didn't.
We had a lot of games.
That's a choice.
No.
The offering of games that PlayStation.
You just said that I don't have any games to play on my Xbox.
There's Halo Wars 2. Voodoo Vince and Phantom Dust, that was offered exclusively this whole year.
But I just played Forza 3 Hot Wheels.
2017.
This is 2017. I just played Hot Wheels a couple of weeks ago. It's an awesome DLC. Awesome.
That's like me saying
No, Hot Wheels. I'm gonna tell you, you've got to play it. It was actually pretty cool.
I'm not denying that. I think it looks amazing. I've seen people live stream it, but I'm just saying that's the reason why people ask for that stuff is because Xbox, on the offering standpoint, has been lacking. So we're trying to see where's the rest of the games at. What happened to these?
Before we get to I'm gonna be as quick as possible. So I'm gonna y'all can finish that back and forth.
It's gonna always be a back and forth because he forget I'm on PlayStation as well. So I remember when that was the sparse station. So don't even go there, bruh.
As quick as possible.
Just like I'm saying to you, who was Xbox sparse for? Because I'm not sparse for games. I just told you I racked up 10,000 achievement points this month. So you tell me where the sparseness is.
I never said it was sparse.
All right, then I'm just responding to your bro.
From 2013 to 20 whatever you said it wasn't sparse.
That's Infamous Second Son. I got my PS4. I got my PS4 in 2013.
I did too.
Right.
Wait a minute. Let me Barry, cut your PS4 on, dog, because I know you got everything on there.
But before we get too deep,
because they know let them. Second Son, March of 20.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that
what did I have? Resogun. What did I have? Knack.
Choice.
What did I have? No. What did I have to play? Resogun.
Hey, watch your mouth when you talk about Resogun.
No. See, you tell something. No, listen to you. What was the other game that you're
the game? You said about Knack. We getting a Knack 2. I'm so happy. We getting a Knack 2.
The best game available for PlayStation. Knack 2.
So
y'all want to go back to the Sparse Station days because y'all forget this system was on it.
I think y'all need to let Fame go ahead and talk and do his prediction real quick.
Go ahead, Fame.
My bad,
man. I kind of just sat in the corner like quivering, gonna let y'all fight. And I was like, hold up, I'm the host of this damn podcast.
You know it's E3 time, baby.
Oh yeah,
gonna be like this.
I'm gonna be real quick. Number one, the show will start. Of course, they'll do 3 minutes. They're gonna announce Project Scorpio. Give it a name. It'll be $3.99 off the rip. It'll be a couple of SKUs, probably about 2 SKUs, but it'll be $3.99 for the lowest SKU. Of course, we will get a Crackdown 3 release date. The first and second Crackdown will come free with the pre-order of Crackdown. Of course, we'll get State of Decay release date. Cuphead pre-order will go up the day of E3. That game is coming really soon. That pre-order will go up the day of E3. I am with KidSmoove, or something's going on with Bethesda. Todd Howard or whatnot. I'm not sure it's going to be Fable, but I do think they'll be making a game that will be a console exclusive for Xbox and PCs. It'll be Xbox Windows 10 and Steam. We see Fable being rebooted, not a Fable 4. I can see a Perfect Dark being rebooted as well. We will see at least 2 new IPs from Microsoft. And going back to Scorpio, I think if you guys remember, is it Samus Blackley or Samus?
Yes, Samus, I think, something like that.
Remember we heard a while back that he was doing something else for Microsoft as far as maybe bringing back the Duke. So something tells me Xbox is kind of going to fall in line with Sony and PlayStation. I mean Sony and Nintendo, and the new Scorpio controller will have a share button. Remember how the older Xbox had that black and white button? I can see something like that being integrated into the controller. And I think they're going to finally have a share button because the way we're sharing content now is not as easy as it is on the Switch and the PlayStation 4. I do think Splinter Cell will be not necessarily a console exclusive, but a time exclusive. I think it will hit PlayStation, but I think it's going to hit first as a time console exclusive for the Xbox. We'll get an indie montage. We will get a release date finally for Below and Ash. And I think correct me, was Tacoma canceled?
Huh?
Tacoma.
No, it's not canceled.
Okay, so Below Ash and Tacoma, I think we'll finally get some release dates for those games. And then I'm with KidSmoove as well. I think we will finally see those OG Xbox games come to either Game Pass, or they will have some type of marketplace on the Xbox One, or they will begin to be rolled out. I do think KOTOR either is going to be a new one or a reboot will be releasing. I think there will be a console exclusive to the Xbox.
Okay.
Oh, I see.
They got a lot of faith, man.
About Upload Studio. You think they're gonna do anything with that?
I've been hearing some people say they think Mixer is going to let you start capturing gameplay. Well, I think Mixer is dope. I think that's a unique. Yeah. First, I was out on the whole Beam thing, but then actually you can record 4 screens at one time. I think that's dope for gameplay.
Yeah,
Mixer. Let's say should be dope. I heard the latency is better too.
Oh yeah, the latency, the quality, and the interaction with your viewers.
Depends on how big it gets, how that latency gonna be though. Because Twitch at one time had better latency, and then all those people started getting on it, and yeah, the latency just got worse and worse and worse because more people started getting on it.
So let me ask you guys a question real quick. So the games such as Cuphead, Crackdown, all that stuff. Let's say they do show it off and they actually get like release dates or release windows. Do those games have to finally release this year for it to be a success? Or are you guys okay with all that stuff not coming out this year and being coming out in 2019?
I think Crackdown's coming out this year. State of Decay is coming out this year. Sea of Thieves is going to be spring of next year at earliest. I don't think Sea of Thieves is coming this year. Like I said, I think Cuphead is either going to release their E3 or I really think it's going to go up for pre-order at E3. It's time for that game to come out this year. Below and Ash, I think both of them are getting a release date. I'm not sure if both are coming out this year, maybe spring of next year, alongside with Sea of Thieves, but definitely Cuphead, State of Decay 2, which I'm super excited about. Which that'd be dope for Mixer. You got 4 people, and now that it's co-op, y'all all be on the same screen as your stream. I think that's pretty dope. That's dropping this year, and Crackdown. And of course, I definitely will see some new IPs, but those 3 I know for sure. Cuphead, Crackdown, and Sea of Thieves are releasing this year.
Yeah, they definitely need to release this year, without a doubt.
Yeah, Cuphead looks extremely dope, yo. I can't wait to try that game. That joint just looks hot. I just like the art style. Art style looks amazing.
Yeah, and Crunk getting her Xbox this year, so we know she's gonna be
I need to win one of those prizes next time y'all have one. You know what I'm saying? Let me get that joint to the side and be like, yeah, Crunk Girl won. Yeah, I won that. Definitely.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna be. And you know what? I'm gonna be like KidSmoove say he on a PlayStation. I'm gonna be antisocial. I ain't gonna have nobody to talk to.
You got us.
That's a nah.
Yeah, that is a myth. That's a myth.
what
There's
I'm
plenty
talking
of people to talk to.
when he went on Rand's thing talking about you gonna be what he said over there. I forgot
lonely.
what he said. Yeah, he said you're gonna be lonely. I said that's you just lonely. You ain't you ain't got nobody to talk to.
Yeah,
There's
because
a whole lot of people to talk to.
my Xbox experience has been, lonely, but I don't complain about it. You know what I mean? People don't want to get in a party chat with Jay Bar. Like, what? This pony's on Xbox? You know what I mean? But, so it's always like
on Xbox I ain't gonna probably have nobody but y'all.
And KidSmoove, he don't hit nobody up. KidSmoove hit me up one time. Like, hey man, can I share play Knack? One of the best features out on PSN that Xbox doesn't have. They might copy that
I
later.
give you that. I'm gonna give you that bar. Share play. It is sweet. When it's not Minecrafting, it is sweet. It really is. Because I mean, and I'm being for real though. It really is because especially if you have friends and let me show you have a certain person you want to kind of team up with or party up with, and then y'all can just watch each other play the game or whatever. So I got to be careful how I say things now because my team always kind of accusing me of stuff. But if you want to watch
we can tell her like it is.
watch each other. Gameplay. And I think that's kind of cool though. It really is. And I've been saying that for like a year or two that Microsoft needs to bring some type of share play feature to Xbox.
Don't they got something like that? But I guess it's not really a share play, but it's what do they call it? Test drive or side passenger seat, something where somebody else can take control of your controller.
You talking about co-pilot?
Yeah.
That's just where someone else can get another controller and they can play the game with you if you're together locally.
That's local.
That's local,
okay.
but
I never used it, so I wasn't 100%.
No, you can actually you can pass a controller online to someone else to play the game for you, or and on PSN you can actually play together like split screen locally online. And even if you don't have that game, which is sweet, and then you can just even watch that person play the game. Let's say you need tips and you're stuck in an area and you want to say, look, this is where I am. And it's, this is what you do or whatever. So I mean, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, you can also I think it's you go to you in a party chat and then you be like, I want to watch your gameplay. It's just like if you were streaming online, but you just streaming with them. Yeah. And then you can give them your controller. And then basically they have no control over the game and it's all on you. It's dope though. Like when I first saw share play, when it was actually working, I was like, what the hell? Like I've never thought in a million years you'd be able to do that. I don't know how they did it, but that is crazy how they do it.
Quick question.
It's a good thing for people who don't have a game and they just want to try it before they buy it. It's a good thing.
Even though I've always said at the end of the day, the only real winner that comes out of E3 are the gamers because these companies are fighting back and forth to win our money. But for the sake of, people wanting to get a winner and for entertainment purposes, even though I kind of think you guys know where everyone somewhat stands, we could be shocked. You never know. The panel, I would like to ask you, before E3, which company would have the better showing? Which company, Microsoft or Sony, will have a better E3? Who wins E3 2017 between the two companies?
Who wins?
Why?
One thing I do like about Microsoft press conferences is their pacing of their shows. Is really well done. I think where I guess they shown the upbeat games and whatever. The pacing of their show is it's never been like a boring show for Microsoft. Sony did have some shows where the pacing's just off. They would show Mortal Kombat
2014.
Then they showed Dreams right after. Come on, that's not even fun. But last year on how they did it and PlayStation Experience, that flow was that was amazing. So with that being said, I think Sony has learned their lessons as far as with pacing and what to show and when to show it. Mm-hmm. They will have the better conference this year at E3, hands down, with the better games to be shown that people actually want to play.
Shots fired. Bang bang.
I'm just keeping it real.
I want, like I said, like Fame said before, when it comes to E3, we all win at the end of the day. No matter what the console is, we all win. But of course, we're gonna go with our preference. I think Sony's gonna win it. But for the people who are not paying attention to Nintendo, I think they should. Like last year, people didn't think Nintendo was gonna win E3, and some people still don't think it. But Zelda took the one game, won E3.
I think the fact that they're not having a conference is gonna be kind of.
I mean, it is what it is, though, man. Nintendo. I mean, to be honest, like Mario Odyssey is a game that I look forward to more than some of what Microsoft and what Sony is showing. It's just, it is what it is. I don't think Nintendo's getting much respect, and they're selling like crazy right now.
Nintendo, they don't got a show though. They got that tree house.
I mean, they do and they don't. Nintendo's just freaking weird. They don't want to be in. They don't want to have a show, but they got a tree house. It's almost.
I love Nintendo, but I can't respect that. Have a show.
I wish they would have had a show for Zelda because it deserved it. Zelda looked like it was a really good game. And the reviews, you see what the reviews gave it. But I think Sony's gonna win this year. But I'm not counting. I don't never count out Microsoft either. The last couple of shows, Microsoft is having really good shows. It's just, for me, Sony shows have been better. But I'll never count Microsoft out. I'm actually looking more forward to Microsoft show than Sony, because I got a feeling what Sony's going to show, but I'm really excited to see what Microsoft is going to show.
Microsoft was a wild card, showing, with them not really doing all the third-party marketing deals. So whatever budget they had, that money just sitting there. So that's a wild card. We don't know what to expect.
We just don't know about it. They got 30.
Oh, they got a few, no doubt.
I think they got Assassin's Creed. They probably got Splinter Cell. They might have The Crew. They probably got some games that we don't. They might have Need for Speed. You never know. So and then I think, do they still have FIFA or NHL, any of the sports games?
I think FIFA's going Sony. I think they still got Madden. Okay. Madden. I don't think Microsoft ever lose Madden because of the deal that they have with the NFL. I think it'd be weird for the NFL to have that deal with Microsoft, and then you got PlayStation plastered on the cover of Madden. This doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, so they're gonna have plenty of marketing. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be plenty of that, so I'm not worried. So we'll see.
Okay. Nick, I already know you're gonna say Xbox, but
you already know, man. What's up? No, I really think that Microsoft's show is going to be the most entertaining for me because I'm gonna be there, and I'm anticipating sitting next to KidSmoove when they reveal Black Jesus. When they reveal Black Jesus on stage, I'm looking for KidSmoove to lose his shit. I'm looking for him to lose his shit. No, real talk. Like when they reveal Black Jesus, I'm just gonna be looking at Kid the whole time, looking for that single tear to come out his eye,
like BG did. Oh my God!
No, this dude, he's gonna jump out his seat. He is gonna catch the Holy Ghost. We're gonna have church up in there.
Hey, make sure you're recording it, Nick. Be recording KidSmoove when
I am. No, real talk. I am. I'm gonna be recording this, man. I'm serious. This is gonna be the most entertaining shit I have ever been a part of, ever. So, yeah, it's gonna be, like Barry said, a freaking movie in there. I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Kid, you're going to the Sony conference too, right?
Yeah, boy. I will be in there.
You gonna be in there talking shit, boy. I'm mad. I went.
No, I'm gonna sit there and watch like a well-raised child. That's
what an Xbox hat on.
Yeah, with my there's gonna be an Xbox on my shirt. But I'm gonna wear a Zelda hat out of respect for the Breath of the Wild. Like, no, I know Horizon Zero Dawn came out this year, but Breath of the Wild was the greatest. I ain't gonna do that.
Make sure you hang with the big boys out there so you get good seats. Cause I know Red them gonna have really good seats because they know people. Make sure
I'm just surprised to be there, but I mean, I'm enjoying the show. You know what I mean?
Don't ever be surprised, man. Like when you were talking on Twitter before, I was so mad at you. You was like, no, I don't want to go because I'm not going to the Xbox now. I'm like, boy, you should be like so happy that you just going, because you know how, man, this is like Christmas does. Do you know how many people want to go to E3 that are gamers? Like
I'm sure, but no, I was just having my hissy fit, hoping somebody hear me.
yeah. Mamacita, he about made me go through the screen. I was like, boy, if you don't stop whining,
I'll be right back.
Thankful.
But it worked.
It did. He made me mad. He made me mad. I'm like,
it
boy,
worked because he going to the Microsoft conference.
Yeah, he going
and he going to Sony.
Yeah, he's gonna be
That's
there.
Shoot.
I'm happy though. I'm
Yeah.
happy for everybody who's going. It's
I'm
like,
going to E3, but I haven't gotten to anybody conference as
girl,
of today.
girl, you better holler.
I'm gonna sneak you in, Ma. I'm gonna sneak you in. You heard me?
Unfortunately, I was going to E3. Me and Nick was prepared to go together, but I'm in the process of getting the house, and I got to be an adult, so I got to put some stuff first. So I actually had to vacate my E3 spot this year, but I'm happy for the rest of my team that's going, for the TiC family to get to going. I'm glad Nick is going for sure. That's my brother, and so next year, you know, he'll be leading me out there. He'll be leading the team out there next year. So I'm happy for everybody to get to go, man. It's our Super Bowl. You know,
next year,
no, ain't nobody going to work.
It out there, honestly.
Ain't nobody going to work. People taking off.
Oh yeah, I took off. I mean, I had time off anyway because I was going, so I already took the time off. So I'm gonna be off. I'm gonna be off and be watching.
For the past 3-4 years, I've taken off. I'm like, yo, I'm not going. Like, me get those that Monday and that Tuesday. Let me get that.
Yeah, I'm off. Yeah, I'm off that Monday and Tuesday.
You know, I think before we wrap up, I think one thing a lot of people got to take into account as far as what Microsoft is doing, them moving to Sunday, I think is huge. Mm-hmm. I think they're going to leave they want to leave a better taste in your mouth for a longer period of time. You know, we all know, you know, all the fun stuff, you know, being, you know, fanboy aside, we all know Sony brings out them games, and Sony will make you forget about anything anybody else did if it came before them because they just hit you with so much stuff. I think Microsoft moving to Sunday was a brilliant idea. They can leave, like I said, a better taste in your mouth for longer. And I still, when that was happening, I still predicted that they will be dropping content after the show. Not necessarily something huge or maybe E3 stage worthy, but I think on Mixer or whatever the case may be, whatever they be using the stream on, I think they will be continually dropping content over the next 24 hours after their show was done. And I think
he does that too.
That'd be a great platform for them to, hey, if they have any questions, maybe they didn't see something they want to hear about Project Scorpio. People ask those questions, and Microsoft will have time to answer those because they'll control the narrative of their show for at least 24 hours.
So I can ask you a question for the Xbox people, and I guess the PlayStation guys could answer as well when it comes to their side. All right. So Microsoft press conference, what will they have to do to make that conference a bad show, in your opinion?
Oh man, don't show anything new. If you don't show anything new, if literally they go on stage and just show repeats and nothing new, that'd be a horrible conference, regardless of a Project Scorpio. Regardless, they have to show new content. Like I said, they had to script all these marketing deals. And Phil talked about, you know, we're gonna do less third party, so try to do more first party, so try to invest more in first party. Well, it's been 3 years since you made that proclamation. This is your 3rd year. This is about time to show what you've been working on since you became me. I know Game Pass and Scorpio was on your agenda when you first started, and now those are coming to fruition. Now it's time to show you will make into, you know, exclusive content, first party games, whatever the case may be. So if they don't show anything new, dead. It's a wrap. They cannot show only repeats at E3. Showing us gameplay of State of Decay 2 and all that stuff is cool. Crackdown, cool. Well, give me a release date, cool. I want that. I'm happy with that. But you have to show new content. You have to, regardless if he want to keep stuff close to his vest, close to the vest or not. If they don't show new content, it's a wrap.
Yeah. For me, I'm going to be the opposite of what Nick said earlier in the show. They better not talk. I don't want to hear no talking. I don't want to hear, no.
You don't hear no talking at all?
No.
You want them to sign language?
No, I want them to talk like they did last year. You give me a little bit, and then after that, I don't want to hear no more. Get off the stage. No, kick you off the stage. I don't want to see you. John Layton, you cool, but you're not Jack Trenton. I don't want you to be Jack Trenton. Don't talk so much. You tell us what you're going to tell us and then slide your ass off stage. You know what I'm saying? Last year in the last two PS, like now it's the last two. The first PSX and the last PSX and this year's E3 and last year's E3 is how I want the show to go. I don't want them to do all that talking.
So if they add the talking to it, you think it's a fail?
Yeah, I don't want all that talking unless you showing the Vita and you explaining that. Other than that, like if you showing something like we didn't get all that explaining when they showed Horizon and it was a brand new IP.
Are they trying to go bring VR on stage?
They didn't talk when VR came on. When they showed VR last year, I
think they're gonna mention VR, but it's not going to.
Yeah, they're gonna do
you don't think it's time for them to push the VR finally? I mean, they're not. I mean,
VR is being pushed. It's just it's not something that you can have on stage and show.
They do not.
Yeah, when they tried that, it didn't work. When they tried to show it on stage, it's something you can't show. You just have to. You show the games for it. I think last year is the perfect way to push VR. Just show the games for it. Because they had a lot of pretty good games they showed last year. And some of the games they showed at PSX.
Here's why I think how Microsoft can mess up, though. If they spend too much time talking about Scorpio. Like, I think that if they spend too much time talking about it and they kind of get too deep into the specs and all this other stuff, it's going to be kind of like boring to me.
Yeah, that's kind of why they sent it to Digital Foundry.
Yeah, so hopefully they won't spend too much time on it. They'll show improve more than anything. And like Fame said, it has to be like new games. Like I'm cool with showing 4K and all that stuff, but 4K on some old ass games and stuff. Nah, fam, we need some new games. Right now that's what gamers want. They want games. Yeah, new hardware is exciting and all that stuff, but at the end of the day, gamers want games. They want new games, and it's time for Microsoft to show improve and deliver on the promises that they had, stated like years ago, and actually show improve now. This is the E3 that Microsoft gonna have to show improve. Like real talk with these games more than Scorpio. I know everybody's hyped for Black Jesus to come save the Xbox community, but I'm just saying they got to show these new IPs, these new games.
Where does Black Jesus come from?
See how you can take shots.
No, Nick said it before another show, and somebody got mad about it, so he's not gonna let it. He's gonna keep on saying Black.
I'm gonna keep saying it. I call Scorpio Black Jesus because it is the savior of the Xbox community. They've been downtrodden and hurt. They've been downtrodden and hurt for the past 3 years, and Black Jesus is coming to save the day. And so I've been using that ever since because people get mad, and I like making people mad.
You're scared.
Hashtag
sounds scared.
Xbox.
Hey yo, Nickodemus, man, I am. I'm happy for the Xbox guys because I've been saying this for like 3 years now that they do care about resolution. Some of them is going to front and not say it, but when they reveal that console and show us that, I'm going to have the best of times because I'm going to dig in the archive for all the debates that I have. I'm blasting all of them, bro.
At the same time, Bar, you got the same people who swore up and down that 1080p made you a better gamer. How 1080p is so much better. So it's on both sides. It's on both.
Yo, I never twisted my tune. I said resolution does matter. Having a higher resolution, a clear picture, it makes your games look better. You know what I mean? That is something that is set apart this generation from last generation. We wasn't getting native 1080p games like that. So when I was saying, that's part of a next gen purchase for me, everybody was like, oh, you shouldn't care about that. You shouldn't care about that. But now all the same people that telling me that I shouldn't care about that, it's 4K, I can't believe it. I can't. I bought a Pro because I got better resolution.
You know what though? You gonna dig and then go deep sea diving in those search bars. Boy, I know part.
Back in those days, I was debating Xbox guys left and right. This the debate with K Mega, no disrespect to K Mega. He was even bashing resolution in that debate. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a movie.
When you hit that search bar,
that debate ain't gonna ever die, bro. People still reference that debate inside the gaming groups, bro. Like that debate was that was fun, yo. That's probably the most fun I had.
Yeah, I don't have no K Mega like that. You know what I mean? We set our differences apart, but I'm just saying, like, I'm just bringing to the point that even in that debate, resolution was being brought up about resolution babies and all that stuff, and I'm just like, what are you guys talking about now? I'm not saying that you can't be excited for Scorpio. You should be, but don't try to change your narrative up from what you were saying. You know what I mean? You were saying something about you don't care about one aspect, but now you do because your side of your brand has it now. You know what I mean? That's all it is. Everybody
it's the exact same thing though. When we say we don't want the back and forth from Xbox guys, you got to say that to the PlayStation guys. I'm like, I know where I was when I was hearing the exact opposite of what you're saying 2 years ago. You know, or 2, 3. It's the same thing. All we do is flip sides and take whatever narrative.
The narrative always gonna change.
It always is. And
resolution to me always mattered, but it was always games always been the forefront. That's the reason why I play on PlayStation. That's the reason why I have a whole bunch of games that I'm playing on PlayStation. Games is always going to take the oversight, but if you lose that. And
when the Xbox was releasing its slew of AAA first party games, and PlayStation wasn't, what was being said at the time? Indie station. And weren't you guys defending those indies and saying these are still games?
You know I was.
Not these games.
You already know I was.
All right then, because I remember the Xbox guys. I remember that.
We're still hyping the indies now. But at the end of the day, because a lot of people, this is the problem with a lot of people when they look at PlayStation.
They created ID Xbox.
It's like everybody keeps saying PlayStation wasn't delivering the game. PlayStation have offered more exclusive games than Xbox. The whole time you saying that PlayStation not having any games, it's just you don't want.
I didn't say PlayStation didn't have games, and just like you told me, the Xbox doesn't have any games, and I just told you yes they do, and I play them.
Well, I've said Xbox don't have any exclusives.
Yes, they do have exclusive. There are games that I play on Xbox right now that are exclusive to Xbox.
They are less exclusive than Xbox than on PlayStation. Even the years that you said there's no game.
The total number, yes. I agree with that.
It's all the matter of deciding what you want to play or not. If you're looking at from an objective standpoint, there's always been more every year. There's always been more games exclusively on PlayStation.
And that's true. But because you have more doesn't mean Xbox doesn't have any.
I'm not saying Xbox didn't have any. I said Xbox is offering less.
Right. But exactly. So say that. You have less exclusives. Don't say you don't have any exclusives.
That's what I've been saying. I said you guys have only had 3 exclusives.
All right, we just heard it out of your mouth. We're not saying the Xbox don't have no exclusives.
I never said. I said they have less compared to the competition. It's a slaughter fest out here. It's a slaughter. That's why people is questioning where's Cuphead, where's State of Decay 2, where's Crackdown, because just looking at the competition side of things, from January to now, there's been exclusives all the way, like 6 each month for PlayStation.
And that's really great. And the PlayStation has come into its own this gen. 2017 has been really great for PlayStation. And I'm happy for PlayStation. I really am. I'm just not in denial or going to pretend that it's always been this way this generation, because it has not.
It has.
No, it has not.
No,
it has not.
It has.
And I know that being a PlayStation owner myself.
Because I can list off games and you be like, nah, I'm not going to play that. But that's what I'm saying. On a subjective standpoint,
right,
yes,
you have your preferences. You have games that you like to play, just like I have games. If Crunk got games, she'll say, I'm not interested. Just like when I mentioned Skyrim, I heard somebody say, I'm not interested in that.
But
that's not my kind of game. So we all have choices, right?
That's my argument.
And I give PlayStation variety. I give them that because they do have a variety of games that cater to all different types of genres and different styles in Xbox. So I do give that to them. And
that's what I'm saying. That's my argument. On a subjective standpoint, I understand you. But if you look at things objectively, what you're saying is wrong. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
What I'm saying isn't wrong. What did I say that was wrong?
You said that PlayStation didn't have games like that when you had it, like 2013, 14, whatever.
I said they're AAA first party exclusives.
Well, you can say that for Microsoft.
Or not. And I am. I'm saying the same thing. In 2013, 14 into 15, PlayStation's AAA first party exclusives were weak. That's not a lie. That's a fact.
I would say 2015 it was weak, not 14, not 13.
2014 there were Second Son that released in March of 2014.
Yeah,
infamous Second Son.
Yeah, because didn't in 2015 Sony come out and kind of admit that That lineup was a little
Yes,
sparse.
they
Like coming
called
from
this-
Sony.
yes.
Sony
20
say that. Like nobody else said that.
2015, they said
2015. There wasn't like a brief moment. You can't
They
say there was
said-
never a moment where there wasn't anything going. There was a brief moment.
It was like a year or two.
This is the point. This is the point where people not understanding. There's a difference. 2015, they said that the first party studios exclusive games this year was sparse. That doesn't mean that it wasn't exclusive from third party or second party studios. That's where people is misquoting that quote. On a first party standpoint, from Sony studios, yes, it was sparse. But if you look at it, there's been a lot of exclusives that came out for PlayStation 2014, 2015, 2016. A lot. There's a lot. 2017, there's a lot. But first party wise, just like if I was to say, all right, what first party exclusives came out for Microsoft? You probably gonna list me 2 for each year. Is that a lot? No, it's not. But everybody keeps saying there's a lot of Microsoft studios. No, because they bundle first party and third party and second party together. But for PlayStation, they only think about first party when it comes to first party studio games. And when they see the Japanese game, they're like, no, that don't count. Get it out of here. You know what I mean?
I will say to wrap it up. I mean, Sony been dropping games, and I mean, I don't think we can deny. You know, Bar, you're right. You know, when they didn't have first party, they had third party games. They've been dropping games. It is what it is. But for the people who sitting there saying Xbox has no games, you just showing your inner fanboy. I'm sorry. That's actually true. It's like this weekend we got a game dropping. You know, it might not be a exclusive, but it's a console exclusive. Like the Culling is dropping on Xbox on the 2nd, June 2nd. People are excited about this game, but you know, better get thrown to the side. Oh, Xbox ain't got no game, but yeah, this game's dropping. It's all about whether or not you want to play it. It's like a game like Rise and Shine. I didn't hear folks talking about Rise and Shine like Nick was tweeting it out when they got announced for PlayStation. But I'm telling you, bro, this is on Xbox in February. Whether it was timed or not, whatever the case might be, these games are on this console. It's whether or not you choose to accept them as games.
That's a difference.
There are plenty.
That's whether or not people accept them, whether or not you as a person accept them as games. To say either side, I mean, it's a fact. It's a known fact. PlayStation's been dropping games. Yes, it's a known fact. Xbox has not dropped as many games. Fact, known fact. But to try to use your fanboy opinion and say Xbox has no games, you're just showing your inner fanboy. Regardless of who you got, what you're running, what you're trying to make yourself seem better, feel better about yourself, you're showing your inner fanboy.
Yeah, that's a fanboy statement to say Xbox had no games. But when I say stuff like that, I'm talking about as far as just staying on the competition level. Like I feel like 2014, 15 Xbox was on a stride. They was dropping a consistent level of games. 2016 and this year, it's like they're decreasing each year. I'm like, yo, it's getting bad in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like last year, I had my Xbox. You know what I mean? I played one exclusive that whole year that really interests me. I bought on Recall, but I didn't even launch that game yet. But that was Quantum Break. From Quantum Break to whatever holiday season, I'm just like, okay. Oh, what else? There's nothing. You know what I mean? That joint was a sitting. Yeah. Obviously, I could have probably played a multi-plat or a certain indie game, but when I look at it, I'm like, I'm getting so much offering on the PlayStation side. I'm not just going to jump on Xbox just to play something that I'm not really too much interested in. You know what I mean? That's how I'm looking at it. That's why if you hear me say something like that, yeah, it can be from a fanboy standpoint. I'm not saying that they don't have any games, but it's coming from a subjective standpoint, but also from an objective standpoint where you just compare the level of games being offered. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think we could go on forever with this topic, but we do need to wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
Wrap it up.
That's what I do every night. No,
36-0.
Ah.
Yeah, I mean,
we are gonna wrap. I want you guys to make sure you check out everybody on the panel. Follow them on Twitter. Check out the channels. We're gonna do we're gonna do an outro before we dip up out of here. We're gonna start with my light-skinned brother, Nickodemus X.
Yo, what's good? It's Nickodemus, the king himself. It's been a great podcast. Shout out to our guest, Bari, and my man KidSmoove. You know what I'm saying? Like old times in this podcast. These some great gamers out here in these streets. And yeah, we out here, man. Been a great show. And as I always say, PlayStation is the best station, and we are the best station.
Oh my God!
Good night.
What a disrespect! Oh my
Good
God!
night. Good night and good morning if you're on the other side of the globe.
That's disrespectful, B. That's disrespectful. And we got the beautiful and always classy Mamacita.
I don't know if I'm always classy according to you and Nickodemus.
No, you did good. You did good tonight.
You did good
You
tonight.
did good tonight. Like Fame almost crossed the line because he kept saying something about Microsoft leaving a bad taste in your mouth. He kept saying that. Like if you would have said that, Ma, I ain't gonna lie. If you would have said that, we would have got you. But yeah, he was a little suspect with that. I ain't gonna lie. So you did good tonight.
Wait a minute, hold on, time out. Before we continue these outros, Nick, you can't talk about suspect.
What?
Because you clearly said when women no longer interested, you jump the ship. So don't speak, fam. Don't speak on suspect.
Something like that. You have no proofs.
Yeah, we do. It's on the podcast.
And me and Mamacita was like, "Oh, like we got to reiterate this conversation." What?
Yeah.
So Nick can't never talk about suspect ever.
We sure can't.
Nah, that could never be
Me and
true.
Mamacita was like, "What? You sleeping on the couch, bro? Like, where you going?"
I'm light-skinned, and women love me too much for that to be the case.
Oh
You know what I'm
no.
saying? So yeah.
Right.
Yeah, whatever.
You already know.
My
You
favorite
already know.
insider, Crunk Girl.
What's happening, man? This is a really, really good show. Great debate. And like I say, man, we can always do this, have fun, debate, and still come out as gamers. At the end of the day, E3 is all about us. They buying for our attention. Forget Sony's, whatever you want to call it, forget Microsoft shared stocks and stuff. At the end of the day, it is all about the games. That's all I want to see. And I want everybody to flourish, man. I want everybody to do good. Because if they do good, that means we do good. So check me out on Twitter at Crunk Girl 711. Check out sheattack.com. And I think, I'm not sure if Erica's going to be at E3 this year. But we will be doing a show for E3. Watching.
I don't think she is. I think she said she's not.
She went last year. Erica went last year and represented E3.
So who all on the panel is coming? I know myself, Kid, Nickodemus. Bar, are you coming?
No, not this year. I'm gonna try next year.
We'll be at PSX though. I'm trying to get to PSX.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to PSX too.
Oh yeah, PSX. I'm in there. Movie.
Yeah.
I hope they bring it back to Las Vegas. I hope so.
So I hope some of y'all didn't bootleg this. For those who actually bought a ticket to this movie,
it's gonna be a movie this year.
Jay Barry came and rocked with us today.
A lot of big expectations.
Yeah, man. I definitely appreciate the invite. Sorry, Mamacita. I was arguing, just going back and forth. I could never.
What the show was about.
I
could never argue with such a voice like that, man. You know what I mean? So when I come out there, I'm gonna take you on a little date or something, man. You know.
Okay. Oh.
It's
okay.
Boy, Marcus in the chat about to go off on you, dog.
Yeah, that's Marcus Warner.
I'm okay with that.
Hey, grown man status right here, you know what I mean? But
all right.
Let him fake you out over here.
So definitely guys, subscribe to the channel, Jay Barry, or check out the online tournaments that we do under the online arcade. We just had Injustice 2 tournament that's on my man Gaming with Persona's channel, and we're going to be having Street Fighter 5 coming up very soon on my channel. There will be giveaways and all that good stuff there. But we have a whole bunch of tournaments coming up. Tekken 7, any fighting game you can think of on PlayStation, you can do it. But I'm thinking about Killer Instinct, but I got to see if there's an interest for that. But yeah, man, definitely appreciate it, guys. But it's your boy Jay Barry, and I'm gone.
All right.
And then last but not least, the host of the newest Xbox-centric podcast, Planet Xbox, the best bot who will be reading the scripts for Black Jesus at E3.
Yes.
KidSmoove.
Yeah, happy to be here. Double XP, bi-weekly Wednesdays, a great show. My bad, Nickodemus, with the trophy life.
Thanks for that. Thanks.
But just like this E3, I will be asking every PlayStation fan I run into at E3 has Xbox Won Your Heart, and I will have them recite this.
Oh my
I will have them recite this.
Are you taking a camera?
Yeah. I'm gonna have the snap back to the back, and we're gonna have like the face cam. I'm gonna get red. I'm gonna get Tony Polanco. I'm gonna make them say all glowing, beautiful things about Xbox. It's gonna be on and popping, right? I might slip a couple roofies in there too. So,
Wow.
I mean, Sony booth.
This is gonna be E3. We are never going to forget. We're never going to forget this experience.
So, but everybody will be saying this time around Sunday, what next Sunday, Xbox is the best box, and I am the best bot because everyone will be converted to Xbox next Sunday. All right, KidSmoove.
Right.
Thank you guys for having me.
This has been episode 27 of the Double XP podcast. If you guys have watched live, we really appreciate you guys rocking with us today. If you are watching on the TiC Network channel, much appreciated. There will be some stuff edited out if you guys want to hear. Now, if you don't want to hear the beep noise, come watch it live. If you're listening on Podbean or iTunes, thank you guys so much for listening to us. This has been episode 27 of the Double XP podcast. And just so Kofi don't hate me, here we go. Y'all have a good one. Peace.
Right.